I helped his mom out at Crater Zone last night.
Oh, cool.
Now I know where he gets his personality and his.
This was 7,500, right?
I thought it was 16,000 or something.
Oh, that's right, Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh, they're doing the Pennsylvania Avenue address, huh?
This is where the speakers will sit when they're giving their report.
Further required, did that.
Yeah, who do we have today? Somebody from Snohomish on Kayla or whatever you call it.
Bahia days.
Says access denied.
5/15/50.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was 1,600. I just made a comment at least last week that. Unless
Maybe they changed it.
Did you say 1,550?
Yeah,
I'll try that and see.
Anthony Howley.
Access denied.
really.
Yeah, he's the new
I'm
guy.
pretty sure it's 1,600, but I'm not.
Hey, morning. Going,
One,
another exciting day.
0. Enter, right?
Another exciting day in the neighborhood.
Yep. Story of my life. That thing here. It was flying all over on its own. Kind of like that thing that the sun left yesterday. Anyway. There you go. And there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait a minute.
She said try 2,500. I said, well, we've always used 1,600. Oh, I didn't know that.
Access denied.
Gee, guys. Other than that, you didn't know.
Was this to get into the Wi-Fi or something?
I get the projector on.
Oh,
Last week I used 1,600, but Don said they were. 6, 0, 0.
That's
code to get the projector on? You don't just flip a switch?
No, it's all on speakers and everything are on like the universal room system.
But still, when you just put on a switch, and why would you need a code?
It's all ran through this,
I understand.
module, but it's-
that's just,
the code to get into it.
anyway.
Most of them are that way.
Just stop. Yeah. I sometimes get involved in these loops of mine that. Something you think something doesn't make sense.
Are you talking about a couple of people you deal with?
I'm talking about the whole damn human social system. You're going during tax season, not go out. Chill out.
Yeah, well, hopefully Chris shows up.
Yeah.
Did you like that with the camera behind you last time?
It was good.
Beat us here today. Had it on. Still not in?
No.
No, something with the code there. I don't know what the heck it is. It's a one way on my
Banner to work, it's the camera. It's your backdrop.
Yeah. Put it right. Yeah.
Did they know the code up at reception? I
Now,
think that's what they.
he went up there.
I'm gonna send Chris and Mark nine notes.
Oh, cool, wow, awesome. Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
What's the next step?
Oh, that's good. You're looking more and more like Jim Hagan every day.
Could be worse.
Could be.
I'll take it. Could be, you're looking a lot more like yourself every day. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole Google thing. On the- give them,
Looking good, Ron.
Got Larry saying on.
Oh, good.
You know,
You
no,
just get the overhead
So I
going.
know we're at least, I know we're at least live.
Yeah,
no problem.
that's cool.
That should be something to look up
Yeah,
and know right away what kind of appropriation it is. And assuming you gave that by itself. Um,
yeah.
I wish we could do it.
Tesla later.
We had something to,
What's that?
Awesome.
well, this,
Walkway?
And he's
it
early.
doesn't give you a lot of room to do your walk, you know, do your thing.
You
up
get
there.
to select all your things.
That's okay.
You have my choice. You have your choice. I'll take that.
I would like, I would tangle myself up in those wires.
Thanks.
Why do you want my money?
Well. I don't want the right word. But we'll take it. 20.
Oh. Hey, Don.
Got it. Good morning, good morning. You got it all set. The overhead, the 1600. The 1500. 1500. Now we said six, because last time we said, I made a comment, 1600 Pennsylvania. Well, I might have been chewing on something when I said it.
No,
And then this room will in the top one?
I,
There you go. That should do it.
I didn't, yeah, he says 1500.
1500.
Yeah.
Okay.
1,500, okay.
Well, I don't know what I,
Don
probably said it right. I was just thinking.
I didn't go back or something at that time. I didn't find my little, memory stick that was given to me a long time ago. And. It's got a whole lot of stuff on there.
I know, well, that's what I knew.
It's got a USB to MIDI. It's sitting up there.
So we can use the other one. Okay.
Whole bunch of
Because I did.
Oh, I had all over. I got the USB-C. So then you got to Chris Smith, mom out, on the charger. Their razors on last night. I want to say, I got 29. That's.
Oh, I got mine.
Yeah, it was started a long time ago. It was, I had looked at the milk. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna talk to them about it. What do you think I should have on the
Yeah. People are beating me out today.
computer and the laptop?
I don't know.
Maybe he wants.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe he wants the desktop or the tower, then he can.
I can't pay for him, so.
There you go. Enjoy. Yeah. What level do you need these things?
I don't know. I could school district stuff, yeah.
I was trying to do things to sit out there.
Hey, Jack, we paid the survey club on it, right?
Awesome.
Yes,
I did the credit card.
yeah,
Yeah, it should show it.
and I also paid Rotary International on it.
Right, well,
Morning, Joy.
Brian got,
Morning.
couldn't get into, event planning, they said we gotta, enhance, so I've got, I guess,
Oh.
You still get excited, I saw her.
well, we
Get extra.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got premium,
We did.
just like in
That
that.
was pretty. We got max.
I can lower you. I can lower you down to 50.
Well, that's where you got.
Is that where you at?
How are you? It's fine, man. You good?
Those adapters kind of part of the problem.
That guy.
I'm just gonna bottle it.
Sketch.
I'm gonna say it was so small.
Yeah, all the bills.
Okay, we need to change.
Yeah. Hold on, just other application.
It's changing that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Webster. I thought it was Bill Webster.
Oh, maybe this, maybe.
Yeah, I got it wrong. I don't know.
This, you're at.
Potentially better.
Who's that?
It's a potential new member, actually.
Who's he from?
He's from.
No. Yeah, Oliver Mall. Of course, you would say, not many people just say Oliver Mall, but I like that. Linwood.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good, cool, awesome.
That's why he's somewhere in
Do.
in some countries.
I had that one Marine gal.
Go.
Go out to the website.
Yeah.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I actually saw that when I.
And it's his last name.
Yeah, and then we tried to get a hold of him.
Southern?
Yeah. It's THAM. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but that's a pretty specific name.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to the, right, right.
Just sending me emails.
And the next.
I just telephone.
Right. I found out from Lori that the grant writing is only good for 2 years. So Lori will be off the grant writing, but she's going to share for 2 years.
I'm gonna sign up for that
To
too.
go to this, to do the grant writing.
I haven't done it yet, but I will.
To do the grant writing, if you do it.
Yeah, well, let's see what we got. Good morning.
Yeah, it was 4, we.
All right. Good morning. Thursday, Barb. We took your name in vain last month.
Yeah. But I saw the grant, voice issue is still.
Mom, yeah. No,
Yeah, grant writing.
asking for help. So I went over last night.
But you're not very on.
Good. Yeah.
Jen Smith.
Yeah. Have you met in person? He's got a rotary. Well, it does. Fine.
Settle down, I think.
Grant writing.
People don't realize.
Big one.
Yeah.
Across the road.
That's too very.
He's gonna scare it on all the way to. Joyce, how are you doing?
Hank Ray. Hank Ray.
Very well, very well.
Good.
Well, let's get it correct.
Like you here.
Well, they.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I find
Right, you know, whatever.
Well,
it's turned over. Over there.
I'm even the girls. We're done. So we say we roll that. Very cool. A lot of medicated ones.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Now you get a military. You're getting the president.
He's always gonna.
Yeah.
It's not extra long. I would pass mustard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should.
Why don't you start? I just want to get this, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna start the meeting.
If you'll please join me in the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation of God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And now the four-way test of the things we do, say, or do. First. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth.
Fun.
Sixth.
Bacon.
Mr. President.
Okay, good then.
Not just some random guy like you.
Yes, I thought. Thanks for that.
Stay.
Sergeant of Arms, James Monroe.
I don't know.
So,
I don't recognize this.
guest here today, we have
Oh.
Bill Webster, right? Awesome. So Bill Webster's a guest, and then I see if there's anybody,
I don't do
I
it.
guess that's, it.
I would do that.
Thanks for being here today, Bill. Then we have Randy Southam, is that right, Randy? Okay, good. Anyhow,
Yep, it is Southam.
What?
Southam, you got it right.
Okay, Southam, got it. I gotta change that. Awesome, thanks for being here today, and you're from the Linwood Club?
Alderwood Terrace Rotary Club, yes.
Okay, cool. Good, awesome. Thanks for being here today, and we hope you like what you see.
You lost him right then.
Yeah, he left already. He's going to Marysville. So welcome visitors, and then today's birthdays, we have, so people that have joined as of this week from Sunday to Saturday, we have Connor Davis, which I don't see unless he's on there. Joining day, they joined.
Oh, it's on.
Hello. Then we have Linda Roth. I don't think she's here either.
Online.
Oh, Linda? Okay. She joined. Then we have the infamous Kyle Strand. At least he's here today. That's good. Yeah, so. Yeah. And then we have anniversaries out there. Over here, Ron Rasmussen. Happy anniversary. 30 years. Wow, that's awesome. That's great. Okay, so and then James had a little presentation here.
Thank you. You might recall that for quite a while, we ran a guess where the photo was taken contest in our weekly bulletin. We haven't done it several months, actually 12 months to be exact. And through a variety of reasons, we haven't recognized the two previous winners. So a couple of years ago, Kyle's correctly identified one of the photos. It was taken from the little park off of the dead end road where East Lake Stevens and 118th. It's actually 7th place northeast, which I found out a few months ago was actually the place of the old baseball field. Not a baseball field, where the Little League played. So thanks to the Historical Museum for that. So we'd like to recognize you with a gift card for Starbucks. And the other winner a year ago was Amy Lou, who correctly identified the location of the photo that was taken off of the school district's Stevens Creek Early Learning Center property, looking southeast across the lake. So good eyes on both of you. And we'll start up something like that again. Thank you.
Awesome, thanks. I identified a tree once.
Oh, yeah.
So we have our new member here, your registration packet registration. Your membership packet came in, and so this is,
Come up front.
yeah,
I need to get off.
Anthony Howley.
I'm sorry.
That's a $10 fine.
We're still working while I'm here.
Explain how to get the, explain how you get it.
It's a $10 fine since you. Lots of fine for me.
And I know we'll be looking for that. This is your member certification packet. Well, these are important when I say. These are your main simple.
Okay.
So you were going to give me a question.
Appreciate it. It's official. I'm just. Exactly. So I had an email that come by and I can't remember his name, but he's like, I believe the president of the Frontier Park over there. So he's very interested in like, checking us out, maybe joining or whatever. So that's pretty cool.
It'd be nice if we had people live up there.
Yeah, right, exactly. So anyhow, so on with reports, we have the treasurer's report. Josh.
Chair. Pay your dues.
They're due.
They are.
Or over.
Or over.
Yeah, overtime.
That is the case.
No amount is too small, too large. Okay, secretary's report. Oh, let's back up a minute.
Yeah,
Comment.
that'll be fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. So we have an inspirational comment.
We do. We're gonna talk Irish again.
Oh, good.
I wish I could speak Gaelic, but you wouldn't understand it and I wouldn't know how to pronounce it in the first place.
Never too late.
May the road rise up to meet you. A best friend is like a four-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. Don't be breaking your shin on a stool that's not in your way. May you get all your wishes but one, so that you will always have something to strive for.
That's nice. That's a good one.
Did you take that all in?
I did. Yeah, so about a stool. Is that in your backyard?
Don't break your.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess the moral of that is break one if it's in your way, right? Okay, good. Thanks, Gary. And the treasurer's report.
You want me to give the secretary's report or the treasurer's report? Did you already give the report?
Yes, he did. Yeah, treasurer's report. Try it.
Secretary's report.
Did anybody guess the next meeting of the board,
The 21st.
Amy wins. That's all I have to report.
Okay. Great. Awesome. So, Don, president-elect, anything?
Just get ready for a wonderful weekend in SeaTac.
Awesome. When is that? Is that not this weekend?
Yeah, well, it's next week.
Yeah, okay, good, okay, cool, that'll be fun, that'll be good. And Ron Rasmussen, Club Services.
I use all over the place.
I know
Okay, nothing really new, just a reminder that after the board meeting, we're gonna go down to our clubhouse down the street and have some beer and talk about possibilities of some fireside fun events.
Okay.
Some ideas that came up as axe throwing.
Oh, yeah,
Cool. Go down to the golf range and I think you can rent those bays out.
That'd be cool.
When are we doing that? When are we doing that?
After board meeting. March, or February 21st. As you said. Yes. Axe throwing and live target.
Put a golf ball in your Okay, foundation, I know Jim Steinreich does foundation, and he said he would try and make the board meeting, because he couldn't make them Thursdays, but Tuesdays were good, so we hope to see him there. So. And then I don't think Linda,
I am here.
hi there.
Hi,
You think-
just got a call from Joan from the Arlington Club, and she wants to come and present about a project they're doing in Kenya. So I did email, thank you guys for your reply last night, and I emailed Kendra again this morning, or just this morning, to see about the first available dates. So we're gonna get that set up.
Good, that'll be
Yeah.
great. And I think Kendra was on that email, so maybe she can,
Yeah,
He's listening.
okay. Kendra, did you hear all that?
and that's all I have.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. And then Kyle, membership.
Yes, first, welcome Randall. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. You're in Palm Springs right now?
I am. I'm sitting on the sixth fairway at Chaparral, so not to rub it in. It's only going to be 80
Wow.
today.
Oh, my
You're wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah, it's cold in the morning. It's only like 45 in the morning, but it'll be 80 this afternoon.
Sounds like you're golfing too, man, huh?
Nice.
Someday, welcome, thank you for coming. You should have gotten an email from the, that we'll be connecting once you get closer to the end of the month about joining our club, so welcome, we appreciate you coming here.
Hey, do me a favor, send that email again because I didn't get it. It must have been filtered out by my junk mail folder. So if you'll send it again, I'll watch for it.
Okay, I will do that. Yeah. Second, so everyone, you guys should have received an email this morning at 6:30 a.m. to be exact, that's scheduled out. For 2023, we're doing our member satisfaction survey to kind of get a temperature check on the club to see, you know, what's going well, what's not going well, what we could do, such as maybe adding more firesides or some socials, and then maybe any questions we might have about other events that are going on that we would like to participate. Some of the things here I know we don't necessarily do, but it's actually based on what I got from also Rotary International, as well as what Chris and Gary sent to me from their side. But please take a look at it. We'd like to get it done. I would prefer everyone could actually fill it out by the 20th, which is Monday of this month, so we can at least try to talk about some of the results of the next board meeting. If not, we can work with you. I do have an option to print out for you for those that are not able to use computer or phone or whatever they may have, but if you guys can work on that, that would be wonderful. Yeah. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks for the great work you've done there. It's really cool. I seen the draft. I think Gary and I seen the draft and the questions are right there. And then at the end, I think it's self at the end, when you're done and you submit, I think you can actually see the results, you know, blind results, you know, there's graphs and spreadsheets and it's really cool. So it's very important for the club to kind of go through that. It is a little lengthy, but just take your time.
Yeah, should really only take about 10-15 minutes, and then it is entirely anonymous. We won't know who's putting in what. So you can put in your name or who you are. It's really meant so we can just, as a club, just be totally upfront and honest about how we feel.
Can you submit more than once?
Technically, yes, you can.
Okay, well,
No,
please don't do that.
but do more than
That's
you
what
only allow once, then you actually I have to take your email, and I don't want to have.
Yeah,
Style is.
it's complicated.
Times.
So only one time when you vote.
But yeah, so please take a look at it, and then if you want to know, I have a QR code and I sent it to Chris and Gary, so we can also put a QR code if you want to scan your phone as well.
Awesome, cool. Thank you very much. It's just amazing.
Chicago, we vote early, vote often.
Yeah, right. So as vocational and youth services, do you have anything? I saw your email that came out. That's cool. Looking for people.
Just getting the process started, so I sent Kristen a draft timeline of our activities this year, and so I'll touch base with her and then get it out to the club.
Awesome. Thanks for that. That's a daunting task, but a lot of fun for everybody. So take a look at that. I appreciate that. And then public relations, I don't think Vicky's here. IT, Chris Martin.
Yeah, we need to get office on these computers, so that's kind of the
Okay,
main priority.
okay, good. Awesome. And then Kendra. Hello.
Yep, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi. Nothing new to report on. Sorry, I'm not feeling too good this morning, so I don't really feel like talking very much. But we have Bill from Kahaya Days, and then Linda, I did get your email and I already responded with some dates like right before the meeting started. So we'll get that ball rolling.
Okay, awesome, thank you.
Thanks, Kendra, for everything you do.
Chris, we asked Kendra if she still has a Rotaract on her radar.
Kendra, did you hear that?
Yeah, let me look up those because did I ever respond to you, Amy? Because you did send me an email about it. And I don't. Oh, go on.
I guess I was anticipating that you guys were gonna come up with the dates.
Yes, yeah, no, I will get on that. Thank you for reminding me.
Well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And we have Brian Ruiz for Club Services.
So I put on the calendar.
Community services.
Market on the 18th. And you can sign up for that. And then I put 16th Street for the 25th. For some reason, you cannot put up for that. So just, when I send out the email, you can just respond to I'll put it on the list. So we need to figure out why we can't do any more signups.
I'll take a look at them,
So we can't do any more.
probably because our things.
And so I'm waiting.
No, it's not. We're at the higher level.
Okay.
We shouldn't be,
I'll take a look at it.
we said it about a month ago, or within the last second, so.
Once we get that resolved, we'll do the skate park. We'll be put on calendar for the next time.
That's the first thing, the first cleanup is the skate park.
Yeah, first will be, the first thing that we're doing is next week, next Saturday, and it's gonna be Marketplace.
Oh, okay.
And then the 25th will be 16th Street. And then I want to get the, what's the things fixed, so I can actually have people sign up. There'll be some skate park graffiti removal again. Just trash pick up. What time on the 18th? 8 AM. I mean, it literally will take as long as it takes to walk down the road. That's, I mean, it's not too bad. It's pretty fast.
The only thing with Market Street is, I don't know what direction it is, but there's a lot of, there's a green belt back there. And if you just take like 10 steps, there's a whole bunch of,
Yeah,
like we always end up with a truckload of just that stuff.
yeah.
And don't be startled if you meet somebody back there.
Yeah, I mean, if we have 4 people, 2 can start at like Target and go down the hill. And the other 2 can start at Hagen and, it'll go pretty quick.
And where are we meeting at?
At Hagen, the back,
Okay.
the back area.
Yeah.
Of Hagen, that's where we're gonna meet. I'm sorry, I'll put it in the calendar. I didn't-
Okay.
I'll let you know. I'll be there.
Question for clarity for next weekend, do we have a meeting here? Since it's schools, no, it's not session. School's not in session, the school district is open.
Yeah, they haven't, Kim has, usually she sends me a note and she hasn't done that.
Hey, Brian, a question for you. Did we ever hear from Monroe about that, conservation district plant sale?
No, and I actually said, I'll call them. I emailed twice, but I'll go and give them a call.
Okay,
Yeah, they didn't do that.
yeah, because we have another volunteer opportunity. So,
Yeah. Really be good. I like the crossing.
looks like it would be kind of fun, actually.
I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a chance to be out digging in the dirt.
Planting something like a tree, maybe.
No, it's just selling, it's inside and it's selling,
Oh, yeah.
plants. Yeah,
We have to take home and replant.
we can buy them and take them home and plant them.
Okay. So anything for club communications, Gary?
No, on the website today, or I put it this week, and is Yale, they're calling, they made the announcement about Yale. So it's on our website, and I'll talk to Kristen to see if she's got anybody that is gonna sign up.
Okay,
In person? Yeah, cool.
I think she was working with somebody, but, okay. And then anything from Tracy?
I think we need to, you guys decided that we're not gonna give twice, it's gonna be only in June.
Yeah.
I need to fix that then.
Okay. Okay, thanks for everything you do on that.
Thanks for hounding me.
Yes, it's okay, everybody needs that once in a while.
Yes.
And so now, did I miss anybody? See, that's what I-
Say something.
Yes, go ahead.
Last week I didn't get any time, so.
Thank it, she's got it.
Right. I just wanted to, have you guys save the date for March 10th. The creator zone, in the makerspace creator zone, will be doing, a big open house welcome. Essentially that night, and if anyone has, if that date doesn't work for anyone and you have, a strong interest in having more of a private tour, we can try to accommodate that. Also that week, so just reach out to us and let us know. We can schedule something. Otherwise, we'll always-
What time is that gonna be?
So Friday, March 10th, 6 to 8.
I
Thank you.
met Chris's mom last night and helped her over at the Crater Zone. And she's a hoot, just like Chris, and was wonderful to do. There was one other gentleman that he's apparently either bidding or he's looking at murals for there, but he came in and helped, so we helped her. That is an awesome place, lots of work to do. They're painting today, that's why we were there last night. Carpeting or the flooring, maybe next week. So they're coming along and she took us into their temporary offices, and the stuff that he already has in there, Chris has in there, is awesome. And she said his house is still filled with stuff that he's got to bring up. But he was in LA this week.
Cool. Okay, so with that, Sergeant of Arms,
Yes, sir.
it's time.
Mr. Ruiz has the floor for a minute. Registration for that.
Oh, you guys said that, you didn't get that set up?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can now register online.
Mr. Smith, welcome. All right, everybody has their,
Hey, one last thing.
oh, yes, sir.
Anybody on Zoom, how's the volume and everybody speaking from the back and everybody here?
What?
Randy, you're on mute.
There he is. Everybody's on, that's it.
I can hear.
Okay, good. Thank you for the test.
All right, we had a winner last week. So I think you got a total winning ticket for this week.
Hold my number, hold my own number.
Five. Wow, 555, who has 555? Good job. Okay. There you go. Thank you. Just my. All right. We do a couple fines here real quick. You started the meeting late, sir?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Yes, it was designed not to do that, but it happened.
Yeah, well, you know, nature calls.
Here's a few bucks.
There you go. Thank you, sir. I have all right. Who's not wearing their badge? Oh, spell. Somebody filled there. Okay. There we go. You got here.
All right.
Okay. Bring it. Chris and Chris are wearing there. Yeah. Got his. All right. Who was last in?
Yeah.
Last in.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was me.
Last
Yeah.
in. We need that. You're a veteran. No. Excellent. See, you can blame Kyle for that one. All right. Or should we get Mr. Smith? Oh, I see, he's going. He knew. Randy, welcome. I was a member of Linwood Club for many years, so I know all about 50/40. All right, happy bucks. Let's do some happy bucks. Mr. President, are you happy?
I'm very happy. Things are percolating along. We got a great group here. I guess I'll put a 10 in and see if anybody can match that. So there we go.
Not like the previous guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do our online folks. Mr. Saint. Are you happy?
Well, granddaughter's visiting today, so I should be ecstatic, except she's sleeping in.
Try not to show that too much, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll Venmo some money over, sir.
Excellent, thank you.
You're
Linda.
welcome.
I am very happy that my sister's heater works. It's 16 degrees this morning here in New Mexico, in the mountains.
Wow.
I'll Venmo some money. Thank you.
Is that 16 Fahrenheit or Celsius?
That's Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Miss Angie. She wait. All right, we'll get back to her. Kendra.
Oh, man. I was like racking my brain trying to think of a specific thing I'm happy about, but I'm just generally happy.
Well, we're happy to have you. Randy, you have any happy thoughts you want to share with us?
Well, I'm gonna Venmo $10 in just to match, and as an apology for teasing everybody, that's gonna be 80 degrees here today. Not
So you
super.
have one job, and that's to bring the warmth back with you.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
All right, thank you. Joyce.
I am just happy to be here.
All right, we're happy to have you here, so. Mr. President-elect.
Well, I'm happy because Joyce and I noted this morning when we were getting in the car that it wasn't raining. And it's going to be just a little less than 80 degrees.
Matching the 10, thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Happy, it's the weekend. I get to hang out with Joyce again a little bit later this morning,
All right.
so. Yep.
Are you happy?
I am happy.
We're happy to have you here. So, do you know, sir, what Clahalia means?
Welcome.
Welcome in the Swinomish language.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
How are you?
have you here.
Well, how are
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
Yeah. How do you
How
Chris and I are involved in the scouting program, and the scout district that served East Snohomish County is called Clahalia.
Awesome.
So, for that reason. Mr. Martin.
Happy it's Friday.
Is that your work phone?
Please, yeah.
Happy it's Friday, happy it's not raining. It was almost 60 degrees yesterday, so it's beautiful. So
Yeah.
here's your 10, and I'm gonna match you one because I have one left. So.
I'm gonna raise you here.
Okay, I'm happy it's Friday. Looking forward to Friday. It's a great, special day.
Yes.
And so I'm happy about that. And I'm also happy that they finally have completed the remodeling of my kitchen.
Cool.
So I'm still finding my way around there where they put everything. It turned out pretty nice.
Nice.
So you're gonna have to keep living on microwave food.
Yeah. Well, yeah, still until this.
I'm not sure whether I should fine you for not telling us about your car or not, so I think I'll pass.
All right.
I was gonna tell us.
That's 2 weeks in a row. What can I tell you about the Tesla?
Does it take all week on 110 volts to charge it so you can get here on Friday?
It's all charged up and it's ready to go.
Yeah, I noticed that it was plugged into 110. No,
And it doesn't cost very much. I just looked at it earlier today and I see for the last 30 days, it has cost me $8 in electricity for all of my running around. So it's a pretty inexpensive travel.
Amazing.
All 25 miles this week? Oh, at least, maybe more.
There's a car around the corner in my neighborhood. It's a fire department car, but it's Snohomish. I can't quite see, but.
Snohomish Fire and Rescue.
Yeah, there's a yellow cord that comes out of his garage all the way out to the curb and it's plugged in. The electric car. I guess.
That's Dave.
Just
Oh, okay.
blocks my neighbor. And charging.
You live up there?
I do live almost right across the street.
Down the road.
Happy 5, happy I'm official, happy to be here, happy it's Friday.
Excellent.
Cool. You're not writing any more emails?
No.
I'm happy I didn't black out. So I have a massive fear of going over water on High Bridge. And we went to, my wife had this bright idea, we're gonna go see the Goonies house and go to Cannon Beach. So as we're, he should have been, leaving the land on, I guess, Washington side, I see the bridge is barely over water, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna suck. So, turn, this is literally both hands on the wheel, the radio's turned down, and Cassie has to be quiet. And so I'm going over, but then as I'm driving, I see this, I'm thinking, I'm gonna get to the other side and there's a hill. But that's not actually what it is.
It's a hill, all right.
It's the other end of the bridge, which sucks because
Is it,
by the time I got to the top of it, I was going 30 miles an hour. Cassie's totally freaking out. The cars are stacked up behind me and I'm just like, oh, let's just get done with this. Like, absolutely not. And I'll tell you where it comes from. Back in Texas in Galveston Bridge, the big bridge where it got hit and it actually dropped the bridge. So
wow.
a section of the bridge. So I'm always, it's so Yeah, so I survived. The way back was even worse though, because if you've ever been there, you see it, you're coming around and you see this massive.
Is it the Astoria Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so scary. Scared. And then there's a guy behind me with a big old travel trailer. I'm like, he's dead. The wind's gonna blow him right off the back. But he survived too. So, yeah.
That looks like our church guy.
Yeah. He's not taking risks, so. I'll help you with that.
Alternate route.
Yeah, so that's the Longview Bridge.
Freaks me out. Most of it.
Well, probably, you can go over Longview.
If it's worse than the other one, I won't watch.
Oh, it is.
I don't have much walk. It doesn't matter.
Like, stop.
That's it. Everybody's all like, oh, but never look, somebody.
Okay, I'm happy that we're done.
We're probably not gonna get you about being on, in the Virginia Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Oh, no, I did that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that Brian was able to drive on a road that had water under it.
And he returned.
I can feel it from here. Yeah. I call 911 for you.
I'm just excited to see what Chris and his mom and Leah and Amy are putting together at Creator Zone, the size of the operation. In fact, you need to talk to them because I gave them an idea about maybe they could host empty bowls, might be not a bad idea.
Our big room is bigger than the biggest room at the mill.
Right. I already talked with Jen about
Sounds like
it.
a place for our next.
Yeah, right. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
it's definitely gonna be an alternative event space for sure. I can add on, there's just really, really exciting, we're gonna be meeting with the county library every 2 weeks. Like Stevens Library is really excited to partner with us and really make the new library very heavy STEM, maybe more so than books and such. And it's just such a natural partnership. So that's like mind blowing to me if we can really kind of revolutionize libraries.
That's twice a month.
I miss the card catalog.
I'm having today's Friday and hopefully we'll have a nice sunny weekend.
I hope so. Yes.
Thank you.
Morehouse.
All right, first of all, I'm happy, the Sherwood Gala is on April 1st. If you've not seen the promotions that we're pumping out, please, it would be great to have a Rotary table. We support each other's events, so it'd be great. Going to Teatro Zanzani tonight. If any of you have been, it's kind of one of those experiences with good friends. And Lauren, sorry, I sold my Tesla stock this morning. It seemed like it was at a high and I'm playing around a little bit on Robinhood, so I sold it and bought some other stuff that hopefully makes my.
Hit $200.
Yeah.
207. Yesterday, and now it's another one. Yeah. Well, actually, it's sold out.
Message online from Angie.
We have a message online from Angie.
Yeah.
If somebody can open the chat there, Mr. President. Thank you.
The mouse over the red #1.
Yeah, where's the IT guy?
There it is. Got some great.
That's great time a couple weeks ago. Awesome.
Nice.
And Mr. Smith, are you in Washington? And are you happy?
I'm happy. I'm happy because it feels like it's spring.
Yeah.
And that's your happy face.
And I will match you, Mr. President.
Okay, awesome. Thanks. Okay.
Oh, Jack, sorry.
No, I'm not important.
No.
I'm gonna do the happy 10 too, so I'm gonna subtract $6, $2 for each listen because I have out.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. That's really other two tenants.
Yeah, wow,
We'll find out.
yeah. Well, no. Okay, thank you for that. Sergeant Burns, and now, is anybody, I can introduce, Kendra, were you gonna introduce Bill? I can introduce Bill. So Bill Webster here is from the Kahaya Days. Are you the president of the organization or?
I'm the board president for this year, yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, so we have Bill Webster here from Kahaya. Thanks.
Okay, there's your presentation. And where is the? Here, it finds it.
Just hit PVT with budget.
Yeah,
I'll run.
there it is. There you go. Okay, and then just use the buttons.
But
after you
there, the
use
frogs. Hello, I'm Bill Webster. Thanks for having me. Thanks to Kendra for inviting me. I am the 2023 Executive Board President from Kahaya Days. Is everybody familiar with Kahaya Days?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been going on for over 100 years. By some, and really except for years of war. And so I think based on conflicting information, it's 120-ish this year. It's had many I think in the beginning, it started out as kind of a grassroots deal. It was the chamber was doing it, the Snohomish Chamber was doing it in the 40s. In 1950, it was incorporated with the state as a nonprofit organization. And then over the years, it's been run solely by volunteers and partnerships with nonprofits in the community. There is the meaning and where it comes from the Chinook language, meaning welcome. So this is from our no one, I think it's common with these nonprofit events that go on for a long period of time. So sometimes the origins get muddled, or someone takes over, or each rotation has a different focus of what they want that they're passionate about. And so I didn't know that Kahaya Days was a nonprofit. I went to the board meeting to find out some more information. And then I found out that the same people have been running it for the past 5 years, and they were burnt out. So it was on the agenda to at least elect new leadership or dissolve the nonprofit, and that would be the end of Kahaya Days. I didn't know that until after it's available. So it's kind of serendipity, as it were. And so I looked to the bylaws for some direction. So the entire executive board is all new. We've got all new people. So it's very exciting. And there's no expectation, right? I've got nobody except for the unknown, except for the unsolicited feedback that I anticipate. Based on that, we're trying to kind of do a little rebrand and be more hyper focused on the fact that Kahaya Days is a nonprofit. It is a capital builder for local nonprofits that can't do their own fundraising. And for its for Snohomish, but also Snohomish County. So here's some of the past recipients. So some loose numbers. So it's only been on QuickBooks since 2017. And so just kind of doing some research. The average profit margin has been about 20 grand since 2000. So that's about $400,000 since 2000. We distributed $36,000 last year to Boys and Girls Club, Snohomish Education Foundation, all of the Explorer programs, and what else? these are past recent recipients that I could find, so in the past 5 years. And so this year, what we're doing is, like I said, we're kind of rebranding on the core values and the partnerships with our sponsorships. We're sending out nonprofit suggestions. We want to use our platform. The social media isn't huge. We had I had something pretty popular go out recently, and we had like 30,000 interactions. So not small, but not huge. But it seems like a great platform, a great opportunity to shine light on nonprofits. And as many of you know, I'm sure as the Rotary, you guys get to find out about all these tiny little nonprofits or individuals who are doing amazing things in our communities. And if you don't have that condition or situation or experience, that people don't really know about it. Like next Friday, I have a meeting with a lady nonprofit. She works with seniors who have Parkinson's, and they do physical activity to help with their mobility and their balance. And it's like something I never would have thought about. It makes total sense. And so she does that at the senior center, like every Friday, and there's 2 classes, and they do like a boxing activity. It's I'm really looking forward to like checking that out. So and that's just like a small nonprofit. And so we want to better distribute these funds, because there might be a very tiny entity out there that could benefit greatly from $1,000 contribution, whereas like the Boys and Girls Club, the food bank, the senior center, these are very well supported organizations in the community that have events, and they're high profile, they're relevant to everyone. So they get a lot of support, and they deserve it. But we want to try and find some of these little gems out there too, and help support them and give them some exposure. So as I mentioned, it had been kind of the same folks had been doing the festival for the past 5 years, and I think they did an amazing job. There's a lot of growth, there's a lot of challenge with COVID and everything, but I think it was just ended up being like treading water, getting through the event and getting it done. And so we're developing guidelines and handbooks and clear parameters from all the positions, so it's a little bit more palatable. Like I thrive in chaos. I do very well in that. I can jump in and kind of just do whatever. That's, you know, I apply solution. I don't believe in problems. I just focus on the solution. So, but that's not for everybody. And so we want to make it palatable. We want to make it be like, here's the job, here's the expectation, here's the support you receive, not like, here's this 5-day festival with a carnival and a kids fair and a parade and a car show and a baby race and a seed spitting competition and a pie eating competition and bands and a beer garden. And so there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of moving parts. And so what I envision for the future is partnering with some of the local nonprofits to help spearhead the individual events, and kind of spread the volunteerism around, so the executive board can function and oversight like an executive board should, as opposed to operational and just jump in wherever. And so this year it's going to be, we're kind of just doing everything and trying to fill the positions and just kind of, yeah, moving forward and seeing where we can do better. And then it takes up First Street. We closed First Street twice, and so there's brick and mortar buildings down there that pay a lot of money every day, not just once a year to be there. And so I'm a business owner, and so we're working with HDSA, this historic downtown association, and all businesses affected. We want them to be able to utilize our exposure and then capitalize on this event, so that it happens with them and not to them, to kind of optimize that experience. So we're thinking of doing like like a fashion show or a business showcase, a sidewalk sale, and kind of doing a bunch of pre-marketing to that end for those businesses so they can benefit from the foot traffic. There's not a lot of parking there downtown. So this year we're adding a shuttle sponsor. We'll have a shuttle bus running to all the locations so we can kind of move people around, have a little bit more better flow and kind of offset the lack of parking. If we get a sponsor for that. And then so increased financial transparency and then just kind of a more of awareness of where the money's going. There hasn't been any lack of effort. The person previously as the treasurer who brought everything to QuickBooks was not in finance or accounting and learned QuickBooks because they decided to do it. And so I know I don't know it either. Like I can ask my office manager to run me all sorts of cool reports. And I don't know how she does it. I definitely don't want to know how she does it. I just want it to be magic and I get the nuggets out of it. And so we're gonna I recruited my office manager because we've been functioning without a treasurer, and the past treasurer is currently she's just diagnosed with cancer and is undergoing radiation and chemo. And so there's a kind of not the easiest handoff. And so we want to populate all that data that you can generate in QuickBooks so that the community knows where the money is going. And then the money is distributed at the October the board meeting, and I found that out because I attended. So with no fanfare, a few checks were cut and given to the Snohomish Education Foundation, the Boys and Girls Club, and the rest of the checks went out in the mail. And it seemed like such a missed opportunity to let our community know that we have these amazing organizations doing great things, and here's the money that they're benefiting from, and here's what they'll be doing with that money, and here's how that money and these programs can benefit you and your families and your children. And so we're gonna do more of like a red carpet event this fall with a lot more fanfare, so people know. I volunteer in many capacities in my community, and I see that when people are made aware or exposed to serving giving, that they're oftentimes inspired to do the same. And so we want to make sure that we're doing that and have that effect as well. And we'd love to have the Rotary, we have a vendor fair. We'd love to have you guys out to, share about the Rotary. We're gonna have kind of a nonprofits grow and make sure that we're kind of spotlighting all the amazing things that are going on in our community, leading up to the events, during the events, and after the events. So I think that's it. That's it for me. I don't think that was 30 minutes, but short, sweet. I'm sorry?
What's the date of the High Days?
July 12th through the 16th. So it's always this third week of July.
So right before October.
Yeah, there's a weekend. Evidently the problem was because you give the money away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a percentage of how much, money that had to be spent versus what you've given to nonprofits?
So I don't know. I think it's like around 100,000 to run everything from a cost standpoint. We have a 20,000 prudent reserve, and we distributed 36,000 this year. So that's all. I'm still haven't gotten into like the all the info yet. And the sponsorship, we seek sponsorship and kind of initially to do some capital building.
Yeah.
So we don't know what that looks like, but a $20,000 prudent reserve seems reasonable. And so we're gonna try and
See.
yeah.
So then how do people come to you and say, I want to get some money? Just, Yes.
How do you decide who you give the money to, or do they approach you?
I think that, so historically, the executive board has made that decision. So last year, last 5 years, and Andrew, who has two boys, they're in the Snohomish School District, and they're very involved in the Boys and Girls Club. And some of these other programs, and so that's where the money's kind of gone. I would like to see our efforts will be kind of a more of a democratic approach, and we're gonna do some polling. And we're gonna ask people about who we're gonna ask our sponsors. Hey, where's a nonprofit you'd like to see these monies go? And then obviously we'll need to vet these nonprofits and ensure that they're, you know, they're not, yeah, but that.
So if like Rotary came there, it's a 4 or 5 day event. And then we would buy a booth from you and we would do something.
Yeah, like a vendor booth and have a, yeah, have
How
a,
much would be how much would that cost?
I don't know. I don't know what it was last year. I think it's a 2-day vendor event, so I'm thinking probably like $250. I think is the number we're talking about now. I think that there should be a discounted rate for nonprofits. And so, but again, we're gonna have a voting body, so I may have lead on suggestions, but we're going to, you know, vote on everything.
I was gonna say, I love your idea of the nonprofit like row. It's so great, even for all of us nonprofits to really collaborate together and get to know each other.
Yes,
and
yeah.
Have that activity.
Yeah, it
That's
looks
great,
like
yeah.
last year, the nonprofits were $55. For that was last year.
Okay.
You put a 2 in front of it.
You know more, more than I do. Well, for the,
This is just on the website here.
we're going, so the vendor fair has kind of been, we're want to have more of a makers at the vendor fair and
Creators.
and art, made stuff, you know, it's kid focused. Sure, so yeah, so if there's like, yeah, if there's a maker that wants, like I have a friend that does that, they do, you know, these pre-made things that they send out. This was during COVID. They send out so people could do it online and put something that makes something through like a video. Obviously that wouldn't work for this, but yeah, anything I think they can be engaging to kids and help stimulate their brains is a great fit for this event. And so we're gonna, I think that the vendor price is a little low last year, so we had a lot of as like insurance sales people, and like, not that there's anything wrong with that, but there was a lot of like no offense to the insurance guy in the back, but like people selling services, which to a kid focused event, so it seemed kind of bizarre, but low barrier, right? It's like $50. I'll go spend the day and do that. So we want to raise the rate a little bit, and so in and of that, elevate the content that's being made available to the attendees of the vendor fair.
Might be a good chance for us to sell.
You don't have.
Former.
You don't have to be the profit. Have a booth.
No, you don't have to be, no.
You know, it seems like, you know, since it's a regional event, you know, with Everett and Marysville and, you know, Skagit County comes into play and all that, that maybe we ought to talk with some of the other regional clubs.
Yeah.
And rather than having a row of competing little clubs, you know, it makes sense just to have a big Rotary area. And
We've got our 10 by 20 tent, and you can put 3 or 4 or 5 clubs in there.
yeah, and maybe share manning it, you know, or personing it. And you know, it really just comes down to making people aware that, you know, the club exists. And then here, you know, here's what you do. If you want to pick a club, go to a few meetings.
And that's great. Rotaract, involved in it too, would be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll try to remember that, because I'll be in the district conference on Friday. Yeah, maybe I'll meet a few folks that I can talk to about
Yeah,
that.
you'll be meeting with similar sized folks.
Yeah, and if you have and if there's a part of the Rotary that is like child focused, we have a kids fair that's up at the Snohomish Station where the Fred Meyers is. There's a kids fair on Friday. Where there's also, it's an opportunity to kind of be there and interact with exclusively kids, and it's just for kids. Hence the name. Great.
Well, so what's your background?
Me?
Yeah.
Extensive. I'm from upstate New York originally. I've lived all over the country. I've worked in all phases of construction. I was a trial consultant for a lot of years. I worked in the restaurant industry. I'm now a painter. I own my own painting business. I serve on the chamber board and now the executive board and doing Clahalia Days. I'm the neighborhood captain for my green bag Rotary deal. I have a busy mind. And so I need to stay. I'm best when I'm busy doing something, and I'm serving others is my hobby. I feel like I have a responsibility to my community, so that's what I like to do.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was wondering about your background, just because you're pretty organized, it sounds like, and now you're taking on this,
Yeah, I like to stay busy.
Yeah.
Of our world.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
And we have a $25 donation in your honor for the Lake Stevens Education Foundation, so cool. Yeah. All right, we may be getting, let's do with Don's idea and everything like that, maybe getting a hold of you or something and trying to get that going. It sounds pretty cool. So, awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, any other questions, or I have no answers, so anyhow, we adjourn.
That's 2 minutes early.
Oh, I give back my time to Gary O'Reilly.
No, Amy didn't have enough time, so she could.
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I wanted It's like.
Well, you know, when it's, there's a thought of that, so hopefully it'll be free. There, I heard about the- Yeah.
Guess we didn't use that thing.
No, because we use Gary's computer.
Where'd it go?